Legal.
Ok.
É,
Hello.
oi, pessoal. Para todos que nos acompanham no canal Japa Rico, transmitindo diretamente de Hong Kong para todo o mundo. Estamos aqui com a nossa querida amiga Camille Chan. Ela vai falar sobre trading. E na verdade, vai ser em inglês, tá? Vai ser em inglês, só que depois a gente vai colocar aí as legendas em português. E vocês podem fazer perguntas tanto em inglês como em português, beleza? Então let's start. So I'm here with Camille Chan,
Hello.
our friend who has been helping us with a lot of music videos in the Juice. If you guys know, there is a channel called Juice Channel, owned by our friend Josh Tam. Okay, and Camille has been helping us with the videos on that channel. It's been about like parodies, like music videos, things like that. Hey Mateus, bom dia, bom dia. And then Camille's been helping us today. We're going to talk about trading, okay? And we'll be accepting questions from you guys online. So if you have any questions to ask Camille, please ask her, and she will give you an answer. I think. Okay, so questions in both English or Portuguese. Okay, so it's up to you guys. So let me just check here. Okay, guys, I'm going to because I need to share. Okay, you talk to them because I need to share
Okay,
this in
sure.
my WhatsApp groups. Okay.
Hello, guys. My name is Camille. This is my first time doing live. So if I sound retarded, then please be gentle with me because it's like a massive breakthrough for me. So yeah, and I'm also preparing myself to open up a new channel, and it's going to be about music and possibly about cooking later on. So these are both my passion, and I would really love to make it into a video so a lot of people I can share my interest with different people.
Okay, so we already have a few subscribers. We have a few viewers and they wrote comments. So Mateus, bom dia. Alza Betsy, Alja Betsy. Hi Japa. Hi, how are you? Massive JP and konnichiwa from Japan. Okay, konnichiwa. How are you? Massive JPN. Okay, konnichiwa. Ricardo Higa is there. Okay, Ohio. Okay, guys. So, Camille, tell us, what do you know about trading and like why? Okay, what makes you feel like that you want? Do you actually like? Do you want to learn it or you're just curious? Like, how did you find about trading, or you haven't found yet? I don't know.
Well, yeah, I'm not familiar with trading whatsoever. I have never really studied economics and related subject. And then, well, I only started to notice something because my boyfriend actually liked to look at stocks. So lately, I've been trying to take a look at it. And
Is your boyfriend a trader?
no, he's not a trader. He's just somebody who would like to invest his money in
Right.
in stocks. Yeah, because he said to me that like rather than putting it in the bank account,
Mm-hmm.
you better put them in stocks, and it will like increase from time to time. Instead of putting it in a bank account, um, you don't get as much interest from it, and then you will also lose by inflation later on.
Okay.
That's about it for me.
Matheus said, we are a nice match. She has a boyfriend. Okay. Matheus said, eu já passei fazem um bom par, mas ela tem namorado. Okay. So tell me, okay, so far, what have you done towards learning trading?
Nothing much other than occasionally looking at the stock price from time to time every day.
What kind of stocks are you looking at?
Mostly the U.S. stocks because basically my boyfriend's looking at it, so I'll keep track of it too because he talks to me about it like almost every day. So yeah, to communicate with him, I would like try to understand what is it about because he's so into it.
Well, do you mind telling us what kind of stocks, what kind of what companies?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
usually well, he looks at the ones that like mostly tech companies because they are obviously the most. Do you call that expensive? I don't know. That the highest price stocks are
Blue chips.
mainly the tech companies.
No,
Yeah.
like Amazon,
Yeah,
Facebook,
Amazon, Facebook,
Apple,
yeah, Microsoft, and possibly Tesla.
Tesla.
Yeah,
All right.
Tesla. I heard, from what I know of, it's been like increasing for like 10% in the past week.
All right. If you guys have any questions, please write here, okay? So we answering questions live. Uh, have you ever looked at the price of the forex market, like foreign currencies, like a yen, dollar,
From time
pounds?
to time, I
Uh-huh.
do notice on TV about the currency, but I usually don't look at it unless I really have to purchase it. Like let's say, I'm about to make a trip to the UK or Japan, then I will really keep an eye on it, like before I travel.
When you look at a stock, like you said, you told me that you've been looking at stocks, right? What do you look at? You look at the price. What else, or just the price? Like how does it?
Yeah, I usually just look at the price and see the trend when it goes up. But I also heard it's the news. It is something that happening to the company that's affecting the price changes. So I would look at into the news sometimes if I have time. I would keep. I wouldn't like keep track of it, but I would be looking at it for interest. But most of the time, it's usually if there's a massive fluctuation in there, it's usually people told me about it, and then I would read and learn about it because I'm still really new to
Have you
these
ever
kind of
have you
stuff.
ever bought a stock by yourself?
No,
All right.
not even like a teeny tiny bit because I truly think I don't have enough knowledge in it, and it's like a really big investment, really big decision to make for
Will you
person.
ever buy a stock? You're planning to no, or no?
Not in the closest future. I will like from by the time being I will keep learning more about it until I'm really sure.
Uh-huh.
Then I will take action one day.
Mateus is asking, with the dollar like going up and down,
Yeah.
how are things in like Hong Kong?
How are things in Hong Kong? Like what in what category?
Because okay, I think it doesn't really affect us because the Hong Kong dollar is pegged to the US dollar. So, but for him, because he's in Brazil, so dollar is really like soaring, right? It's really like going up like a lot. So for them, it really affects their economy. But for us, I don't really think, right? Because like dollar goes down, then the Hong Kong dollar will follow. So, yeah. Andre has a question. Hi, Camille and Japa. I'm
Hi.
working on the street. For now, I stopped to watch a little bit these live sounds. Okay, I was just saying
Hello.
hi and yeah. Okay.
What's his name?
Andre.
Andre. Hi,
Okay.
Andre.
Andre says he's talking from Sydney, Australia.
Oh, nice.
Camille Japa, how is your feeling to buy silver now?
I'm actually not familiar to any of these. I'm still learning, like by viewing stocks like the stock market every day.
Silver, I always think, for these past few years, silver is a very nice long-term investment because the price is still cheap, right? It's still low. So you can enter silver and you can hold it for a few years. And that's exactly what I've been doing. So when silver was about 11 US dollars, so I bought it, and it was 12, and then I bought again, and then 13, I bought again. It went down again to 11, then I bought more, okay? And then it reached like $18. So it's a really good product because, you know, like I always like to look at the historic lows, okay? And when you reach 11, it was a historic low. It hadn't reached that level for a lot of years, and then you reached, okay? So when you reach that level that hasn't been reached for many years, for like, let's say like 10 years, that's when you enter, okay? Because you know, well, you don't know, but you can guess that the next time is going to do that is going to be 10 years later, okay? Why? Because you did it 10 years ago. But of course,
It's a long-term investment.
Long-term investment, you can never predict the future. So you can only look at what happened before, right? So what has happened, you look at the past, and then somehow you say, okay, so this happened 10 years ago, it's happening now, it probably happen again 10 years later, okay? So you have 10 years to make money. You have 10, so in that lifespan of 10 years, it's going to rise, okay? So answering again his question about silver, yeah, silver is something that I've been investing for many years, for at least 3 to 4 years, okay? And I'm just increasing positions, because in the long run, I'm very confident. Like I don't know, but I'm very confident that the price will appreciate. Okay? And the same is valid for gold. Okay, so gold is being like correcting, but then it corrected for a while because of the virus. So there was that virus outbreak, okay, coronavirus outbreak, and then it made a correction, so it went down. And then I said, at the time I was already positioning because somehow I could predict that it would eventually soar again. And then this is what happened. So there may be some corrections, okay? So if we had experienced a second wave of coronavirus, there may be another correction for gold, but if there is a correction, I'll go in. I'll just increase my lot positions, okay? Increase the positions. So, hey guys, Mario from Leeds, UK.
Hello.
Have you been to Leeds?
Yes, I have. I actually went there for a Christmas market before.
Ok, cool. Mauro Costa, já pergunta se ela tem uma irmã, porque quer me casar com ela. Do you have a sister? Mauro said if you have a sister, he wants to marry her.
No, unfortunately, I do not have a sister. I have a brother, though.
Okay. André Batalha, I got it. Yeah, the historical looks like good to buy and hold for long term. Thank you. Okay. The Palmeiras trees are worldwide. I don't understand the question. Okay, so this Mateus is talking about silver again. He said silver has appreciated a lot, also because the Europeans are buying a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Okay. Lobato, good morning. Okay. Okay, guys. So what else we have here? So it's been 13 minutes. Okay. Our original plan was to shoot this video at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, but unfortunately we couldn't get a reservation. So now we're shooting from the W Hotel. Okay, so DD index. Do you know the DD index?
No.
I thought it was like a taxi service.
Oh, the
right?
China taxi
Right?
service, right?
I don't know. Okay. So, okay. Do you want to learn about analysis? Okay. For the next video, okay. So first of all, what do you think of this live, and do you think you want to actually learn it, like learn about trading, especially okay. So what's your view on day trading? Like, day trading. Like people who open a position, so they buy a financial product or sell, whatever, So the open position can either be a buy position or a sell position, and by the end of the day, they close it. So they trade within this lifespan of a day. That's why they are called day traders. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know anything? Do you know anyone that does that? How is your perception of traders in general? How do you see? Okay, what's your image? Like when people say, "Okay, I'm a trader,"
Yeah.
like what kind of image you have?
Well, usually I actually know one guy who does trading for his life. He's a full-time trader, and then all I know is
Is
that
that Hong Kong?
he's in Hong Kong. Yeah. Well, all I know, all I can picture of how he is at work is him facing like 4 monitors, and then
So your perception
And
of
it-
a day trader is someone who stays at home. At home.
no, not necessarily staying at home. It's usually at the office. He works for a bank or
He works for a bank and he's looking at like 4
like
monitors.
4 monitors at a time. And then, yeah, it's just keep track of all the numbers and see if it's good to trade. Yeah, that's all I perceive.
Are you very close to this friend or no? Not really.
Used to. We don't really talk anymore.
Okay.
But that's all I know of, to be fair. I think this friend had tried to explain what exactly he does, but it's really hard for me, as you understand. So I just gave up.
So have you
Just
been to
gave
his
up.
office?
No,
Oh.
I haven't been to any of these offices. Yeah, but usually, from what I see on the TV, is like stocks and trading. It's all about the curve fluctuating like all day, and people get stressed about it.
So do you think it takes a long time to learn, or do you think it's easy to learn?
I think it depends on the person whether they have like a fast thinking brain for this. Yeah, because it's a highly stressed thing to.
How do you think
Yeah.
people learn how to trade? Like books or
So first off, I think they have like a decent amount of money to start with, and then they would start using this money to make it to invest in it, and then they also need like to be very familiar with how the market goes in order to decide what to actually invest in.
how do you think people study? Do you think they study, or is more like a feeling? They feel the market, or they study like they read books, or they do like how do you think people learn this?
I think at first they have done a lot of studies in it, but then later on, like after they have like really basic knowledge of it, they still have to like do research on it, like from time to time, and to keep track of the whole. Like not only that you need to have a feeling, you need like very basic knowledge in doing this.
Do you think it's a get rich scheme?
Gut feeling.
Get rich scheme.
I don't know though. I don't have enough knowledge yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you like bring up big words with me, I don't think I'll get it.
So have you ever heard like sometimes on TV, right? Oh, this guy made like $500,000 in just like 1 month, like things like that. Do you think it's all bullshit, or do you think it's really true? Or there are people like that, or actually it's all bullshit?
Well, to me, usually when there are like articles about that, it's just like fancy titles to essentially attract people to click it and to read it. Like it could be true. There are so many successful stories every day, but I'm like, yeah, there are successful stories, and therefore people write about them. It's not about whether it is true or not. It is true, and people would like based on those stories and write and so people would be clicking into it. That's also one of the ways to make money, to attract readers.
Oh.
Yeah. But then again, they could be role models. I'm not saying that is not true. Yeah.
So you said, like among your friends, you only have one person that you actually met, and who is really like a
Like
trader.
well, I would say one person who does it for a living, like a full-time job, but a lot of people around me are like investing in like outside of their job.
Like part time.
Well, I wouldn't say part-time. They just use their own money as investment. It's the same as them using money to invest on housing and other stuff. And then there's also stock that they invest in.
But the people, I think the people you know, they're more like long term, right? They're not day traders. Like they invest, like they put something, like say they buy something today, and then they only like sell it maybe a few months later, right? They will not like do that.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
I mean, the closest I know is when my boyfriend told me, and he looks at it every day. Like, how he lived in California, so that's the based on Pacific time. He wakes up at 5:30 in the morning every day, and then he takes a look at it and see whatever actions he could make, and then yeah, to define it. So I'm not sure if that's what defined as day trader too, but he would make actions if he needs to. Like, he wouldn't like just put the money in there, let it grow or whatever, and leave it for a few months.
But how did did he work for a bank before?
No,
or
he
how did
didn't.
he learn it?
Did he work at a bank before? I would say, I think he's actually a tech guy. He's a programmer.
All right.
But I think he actually did work for a finance company, but he has always been a programmer. I think he mainly learned investment by himself.
I saw.
Yeah.
I have a message from Mario Bragg. Unfortunately, my shift starts now. I'm gonna watch it later. Thanks and have a nice day.
Yeah.
Have a nice day,
Have
Mario.
a nice day, Mario.
Okay. Any questions you have to our viewers or to me?
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. I know there are audience watching me, and I'm not actually. I think I'm less nervous than I thought I would be because I know there are people watching me, but they're not in front of me, so that's why I'm not as nervous.
Because now it's 5:30 in the morning in Brazil.
Oh.
In most parts of Brazil. That's why we only have 16
Yeah,
people.
but that's a lot already to me.
You know, usually when I do it in the prime time, when it's prime time in Brazil, I usually get more than 600 people. Yeah.
Wow.
So now it's because it's really early in the morning, so most people cannot join us.
Yeah.
They're probably sleeping. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but it's expected.
okay. Would you like to do it again?
Do you want?
Okay. So, the next time probably is going to be like we showing how Camille, how Camille experiences like the terminals and the news and actually doing some trading, okay? And well, maybe if you want, I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know. Like I was thinking for the next live because this is just introduction, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so the
it's
next
also
slide.
a practice for me.
Yeah. So
And
the
I've
next
never
live
done
actually putting you in front of the computer and then you making your own trades. Yeah.
Is it going to be fake?
It's going to be on a demo account, of course.
Like you're gonna prepare for me? I don't have one.
I know it's okay. We can
You
set up. We
one
can set
for
up
me.
everything. So
Okay. And then
we
you
can
leave
have
me.
like a live with Camille trading on a demo account for a few months. Okay, for a few months, for a while, a few months, few years. I don't know, for a while. Okay, at least 6 months. And then when she feels like she's prepared, then we'll put her on next one, like a real computer, real terminal with real money, with a real account with real money, and then she's gonna do the same. But for the first 6 months, it's going to be like on a demo account. Of course.
You set up for me.
Oh yeah, of course.
This is live chat with dummy.
Okay, so thank you very much, guys, who
Thank
have been
you.
with us until now, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Adios.
Adios.